I'm Deronda. Today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious yet beautiful appetizer for your holiday entertaining. People will think you spent hours in your kitchen making it. The ingredients you're going to need is 3/4 of a cup of coarsely chopped walnuts, 3 tablespoons of apricot jam, 1 16-ounce wheel of Brie cheese, 2 tablespoons of diced dried apricots. I go ahead, buy the whole ones, make thin slices horizontally, then make thin slices vertically, and you come up with these diced little pieces of apricot. And when you get a bite of this, it's a wonderful sweet surprise for your taste buds. You're going to need 1 egg for the egg wash, and you're going to need 2 sheets of puff pastry. You can purchase this in the frozen food section of your supermarket. Let it thaw in the refrigerator the night before using. To assemble, we're going to take 1 sheet of our puff pastry. 2 sheets come in each box. Unroll it, removing the pieces of paper. With a rolling pin, roll it out slightly. Don't need to roll it out too much. Next, we're going to take our Brie cheese, remove it from its wrapper, and place it here on top of our puff pastry. Make sure you get it in the center of your puff pastry as close as possible, and that looks great. That apricot jam, add it here on the top evenly. You can take it all the way to the edge or not. I'm gonna leave that up to you. Add your walnuts, and if you would like to substitute this with pecans, you may. I love the crunch that the nuts give to our soft Brie cheese and our puff pastry once it bakes. I like adding my little dices of dried apricot. It gives you a lovely sweet taste of apricot. For that second sheet of puff pastry, we're just gonna lie it over the top, just like this. Kind of move it into the center. I like removing the corners of the top of your puff pastry, and I should have done it before I laid it over the top of my Brie cheese, because I have a little design I'm going to show you how to make here in a bit. Just be sure when you're cutting, you don't cut into your second layer. You can lay these off to the side. Got the 4 corners removed from my top layer of puff pastry. So we're bringing up the top of our puff pastry. You can just pinch it together. And then here in a little bit, I'm going to show you how we're going to use that egg wash. To make the egg wash, I add my egg into a mixing bowl with a tablespoon of water. With the whisk, we're going to whisk together the egg and the water till it's well blended and looking like this. This is going to act like a glue, and it's going to give this puff pastry this lovely golden color once it bakes. Using a pastry brush, I'm going to go ahead, go under my puff pastry so we can glue the puff pastry together. Now, it doesn't matter if you get it on the edge, because we're going to brush this all over. All right, then we can pull this back up. It will adhere to the top as it bakes. Get every nook and cranny, and then we're going to brush it all over. Don't forget around the sides and around the top. If you have little drops of your egg wash here on your parchment, you want to really clean that up, because you don't want that burning as your puff pastry bakes. Back with those corner pieces, I'm going to design a little Christmas tree here on top of our puff pastry. All right, we can start here at the top. And again, that egg wash is going to keep that glued down. And I separated about 1/4 of an inch in between. Okay, just a little bit longer. All right, you may not use all of it, so you get the idea. You can do it however you wish, and I'm going to leave that up to you. I'm making the little square piece for the bottom of our Christmas tree there. And be sure to brush this with your egg wash as well, because you don't want a dull puff pastry when all your other puff pastry is golden in color. And at this point, you want your oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to slide this over to a flat-sided baking sheet. And if you don't have a flat-sided baking sheet, you can easily just lift this up and transport it over to a baking sheet with sides, if that's all you've got. This is off to that preheated oven for the next 30 to 35 minutes or until golden in color. Use your timer and no peeking. Here's our beautiful puff pastry. I love the way that turned out. Go ahead and grab the parchment paper and let it cool here on your rack for about 30 minutes prior to serving. This slid off that parchment paper very beautifully onto this serving plate. Look at our Christmas tree. Absolutely love that. Let's cut into it and see what it's like. Get you, oh, looky there. Oh, look at that brie and that apricot jam. And those walnuts. Whoa, gotta try this. Perfect appetizer for the holidays. That puff pastry and the brie and the apricot jam with those walnuts is nothing but delicious and a winner for your holiday entertaining. I want to show you what it looks like on the inside. It's never disappointing. I'm Deronda with Foods 101. Leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, hit that notification bell to be the first to get my new YouTube food videos. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, thanks a million for watching, and I'll catch you lovely people later.